Track maintenance guy spotted it early this morning.
This guy here?
Yeah. Happened to look up and see something, so he climbed up, found it.
Did you touch it?
And he poked around a little, not sure what he was looking at.
Looks like some wild animals might have been at it.
Yeah, you get your coyotes down here.
The reason I called you guys is, looks like the skull is fractured.
Yeah, big hole.
I suppose it could be a jumper from the overpass here.
I doubt it. It looks to me more like somebody deliberately buried it here.
Yeah, the animals, coyotes, whatever, came and dug it up.
Yeah, they get to be some big suckers. They're getting bold, too.
Suppose we should call up Chick and the forensics team, huh?
Yeah. You ever been bit by a wild animal?
Nah, dog once.
I tried to scare off a raccoon once. He reared back and took a swipe at me. I don't think much of them either.
It's the rats that get to me. You know, you hear them skittering around in the walls there. You know, as soon as the lights are out, you've gone to bed, they're all over the house.
Oh, yeah, Jesus, rats. I woke up one time, found one crawling across my blanket. I shit my pajamas. No rats, please.
John Cray? John Cray?
Yes?
Thank God. Look, this is Dominic Da Vinci from the coroner's office, Mr. Cray. Open the door. Thank you. I've been trying to reach you for 2 weeks. We got to talk about your testimony at the inquest.
I've changed my mind. I'm not testifying.
You can't change your mind. You see this list here? You're scheduled to testify on the 15th.
Other people can testify. Talk to them. I'm sorry.
Train to Seattle runs through here. You ever take that?
Nah, I usually drive down.
You gotta try the train. The city looks different when you leave it on a train.
Yeah, get a look at everybody's backyard. I kind of like that.
It's a nice ride. You can take your girlfriend with you, take in a Seahawks game.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Sonny's been talking about going down there and doing some shopping.
They got a great hat store down there. Huh? Been in business like 80 years. You don't see guys wearing hats anymore. When I was a kid, everybody wore a hat.
My dad used to wear a hat, a little pork pie with a feather in it.
Yeah, my old man had a couple of poor boy snap brims he used to wear.
What do we got, Chick?
Well, that's a good whack she took in the back of the head like that. Hard to say if it's from a fall or not.
She? It's a woman?
Yeah, pretty certain, yeah. You see the single point on the chin like that there? I could be wrong.
How long's she been there, you think?
Well, I'm guessing, but I'd say maybe a year, a little more, a little less maybe.
Hey, this is ringing a bell.
Yeah, what?
I got $10 says this is what's her name.
Well, I take you up on that, but I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
You know, what's her name? She went drinking at the Legion about a year ago and she just never came back.
That could account for a lot of people, Leo. Which one?
The one with the husband that was carrying on with the other one, you know. They live near here.
Yeah, I think I know the way. I wasn't on that case.
Yeah, we got a real good set of chompers here. A lot of dental work. Bound to have some record of this work somewhere. And look at that. Gonna be 20, 30 fillings.
That's her. Miserable teeth, Elaine something. She's a missing person, so her dental records are on file. The mouth full of silver, that's her.
Well, my guess is you're looking at a blow from the claw end of a hammer. Just one blow, that's all it took. Something along the order of this.
Leo, we got a warrant to wire the house. And people next door, they've agreed to cooperate. Now our guys are gonna go in his relative's house sitting while the tenants are on holiday.
Great, we're gonna nail that prick.
Roy, I want you to get in touch with the tech guys, all right? And arrange the surveillance gear.
Yeah, sure.
Now you can watch the suspect's house and get the boys inside.
You got it.
Angela, Mick, got a minute?
Yeah. So we're gonna need 2 feeds. One to the downtown computer, the other one next door.
I'll get the bags.
Yeah. The house keys?
Yeah. Where am I putting this?
Why don't you just put it in the bedroom and we'll sort it out later.
Favorite room of the house?
upstairs.
Great.
How's it sound?
Good. Got the bedroom, living room, kitchen hardwired, ready to go.
Okay. Hey, Leo. Do your thing.
I got it! Robert Walker?
That's me.
Detective Shannon, Vancouver Homicide. Do you remember me?
I guess this means you found Elaine.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry to inform you that she is deceased.
Oh. Okay. Well, are you sure it's her?
Yes, sir. We made a positive identification from her dental records.
Well, how come I didn't get a call to identify her?
Unfortunately, the condition of the remains prevented that.
I see. Well, all right.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
What's going on?
They found Elaine. She's dead.
Oh my God.
We could talk downtown if you prefer.
Yeah, that would be better. Let me just get my coat.
I'll be in my car.
You have to go with him.
I don't know. I guess they still think I was involved with Elaine's death.
All right.
Here we go.
Okay, now we're on the same side on this one. Can we just see if we can get through this without pissing each other off for a change?
Sure, fine. I don't need the aggravation.
Neither. Great. Okay, so I'm the propane truck now. Here I come from this direction.
Full of gas.
Okay, and the minivan is coming from this direction here. Herbert Carlisle's driving.
Yeah, his wife, Gladys Carlisle, is a passenger in the front seat.
Okay, so at this point now, no witnesses.
Yeah, there's a guy in the train yard who's working over here, but he didn't actually see it.
All right, so no witnesses?
Right.
Okay. So Herbert and Gladys are driving along in the minivan.
Herb has a heart attack. He swerves into this lane
No, we don't know about the heart attack, do we?
A heart attack is what caused the guy to swerve into the propane truck.
No.
You gotta have the heart attack first.
That's your opinion, Zach.
It's also the opinion of your own pathologist. It says right on the autopsy report, cause of death, myocardial infarction.
Wow.
But you're trying to blow this up into a hazardous materials case, which it isn't. You know, you're flogging a dead horse.
Well, it's my horse and I'm gonna flog it, okay? You got the toxic craps being hauled up and down this road all day long. As a matter of fact, all over this whole city, and that is a threat to public safety, Zach. That is a threat, and it's not a primary concern of yours. God knows that's true. But it is of mine, so let's just stick to what you know. Let me do my job, okay?
If the guy had hit a milk truck, we wouldn't be standing here talking, right?
My point. Thank you. This is no milk run along here. Okay, let's just get back to it, okay? Here comes the minivan. Here's the propane truck, swerving to avoid him.
Agreed.
Agreed. So now what happens? It's too late. No chance.
Right.
They collide. Bang, like that.
Mr. Walker, you stated at the time of your wife's disappearance about a year ago that you were having a relationship with another woman, a Miss Melanie Stone. Is that right?
That's right.
Are you still in that relationship?
Yeah. That was Melanie you saw me with this morning.
Oh, I didn't recognize her. Is she living with you?
Yeah.
How long ago did she move in?
You can answer that.
About 10 months ago.
So that'd be about 2 months after your wife, Elaine, disappeared. So I guess you weren't too concerned about her walking in and finding the two of you together.
He answered the question.
Several months ago, you started calling the insurance company to try to collect on your insurance policy?
Which he's more than entitled to do. His wife worked. Without her income, his bills were becoming a burden.
And a couple of months ago, you petitioned the courts through your lawyer here to have her declared legally dead, yeah?
Yes.
Would that be for the purpose of collecting the insurance money?
That would be so Mr. Walker could get on with his life.
You carried $1 million policy on your wife?
That's correct.
It was a double indemnity policy, which means that if death is ruled anything but natural cause as homicide, for example, it pays double.
That's why they call it double indemnity.
Okay, let's get back to the night your wife allegedly disappeared.
No. First, we'd like to know how Mrs. Walker died.
I'm sorry. The only people who are going to know how she died are me and the guy who killed her.
According to the newspaper, her body was discovered in the Grandview Cut. Is that right?
That's right. Just around the corner from where she was drinking and only a couple of blocks from Mr. Walker's house.
Well, that's a very steep ravine. She could have fallen down there.
She didn't fall. Mr. Walker, you stated that you and your wife were supposed to meet at the Legion, but you got hung up because your car wouldn't start, so you had to call a cab for a jump start?
That was all in his original statement.
But you never did make it to the Legion, and it wasn't until after 3 o'clock the following afternoon that you even thought to ask where she was?
That's not unusual.
She was an alcoholic, known to go on long drinking binges during which she wouldn't be heard from for a week or two.
During which time Mr. Walker here was waltzing around the town with Miss Melanie Stone.
Plenty of people have affairs.
Yeah, they do. And some of them dispose of their spouses.
See these trucks, how they come flying down here? They can really pick up speed. There's no traffic lights, and I'm thinking maybe the propane truck, he's making up time. He's really smoking it down here.
No. From the skid marks, the propane truck is doing a legal limit.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So here you got the minivan and the propane truck. They collide and exit the road here.
Yeah. Minivan rolls a couple of times, comes to a stop about here, right side up.
Right. And here's the propane truck. He flips over on his side, and he ends up skidding and stops just short of the tracks up here,
his
right?
tank ruptures, his load starts leaking out.
Right, the minivan back here now, that gas is leaking out everywhere too.
Cars are starting to back up here. People are watching from this lookout.
John Cray, he pulls up his vehicle on the shoulder, comes rushing across to our minivan driver, Mr. Carlisle.
Propane truck driver gets out, starts backing off down the road away from his truck.
Right, and the train man now, he's hightailing up the track there at the call box.
He wants to stop the next train.
It's just too goddamn late. Here it comes.
Hey.
Hi. Rick and Ann said they were having his cousin watch the house.
Yeah.
That must be you.
It's me, Mick. Hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Hey, my wife's here too, Angela.
Nice to meet you, Mick. I'm Melanie.
Nice to meet you.
See you later.
All right. Okay, so the train is coming from this direction like a bat out of hell.
Right, and John Cray's still trying to free the woman from the minivan, and
he says a prayer, shoots on through.
But the train wheels sparking and they ignite these fumes, and
you got a sea of fire from here all the way to the end of the road. I still can't believe nobody on this road got killed.
I can't believe it either. There was only Herbert Carlisle in the minivan. He's the only one.
And he was already dead when he hit the truck.
No, we don't know that. And I'd appreciate it if you got any other opinions, air them out now, because I don't want to hear any pearls of wisdom come tumbling from your mouth, sir, on the witness stand.
Just try not to make me look like an asshole in the box.
I'll try. But I'll need your cooperation on that.
Unfortunately, my predecessor left me with a bit of a dog's breakfast. Evidently, there were some budget concerns that he was unable to address. Now, what I need from you is a financial projection for your department for the rest of the year.
Do I need to be concerned?
No, not at all. I'm just anxious to get a handle on the situation.
Well, I can tell you I was hoping to put another pathologist into rotation.
Well, that's good to know. Get me your figures. I'll let you know where we stand.
All right. Nice to have you on board.
Thank you. I appreciate that. As soon as you can, yes?
Yes, sir.
No, I do not understand. I mean, you went through this when she disappeared. Now they're putting you through it all over again?
Why?
They always think it's the husband. They don't have any other suspects, so they come gunning for me.
No, they must know something. I mean, they must know something about how she died that makes them think that you were involved.
Please, I just went through 2 hours of interrogation with professionals. I don't need you playing detective on me.
It's got a bit of a short fuse.
Yeah.
Please. You know what? Why don't you just come out and ask me? Did I kill her?
Come on, do it, Melanie. Ask him the damn question. Ask him.
Did you?
No! Melanie, I did not kill Elaine. I actually loved Elaine. She didn't nag me all the time like you.
Oh, I see. I'm a nag. Elaine was a drunken bitch, and you are Prince...
Shut up! Just shut up!
What, you want to hit me? Go ahead, hit me. Hit me! The police would just love it if I walked in there with a black eye.
Oh, give me a break. I don't give a shit, all right? It'd be worth it.
Stupid to get mixed up with you. I had all these plans. We were gonna get married, go to Hawaii.
All right, honey. Just calm down, okay? Come on, baby. Nothing's changed, all right? We're still gonna get married. We're still gonna go to Hawaii. I just need you to be a little more patient.
Don't touch me. Right. Don't you dare. Right, don't. I mean it.
Okay, honey. I'm sorry I got mad at you. Baby.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not
yes,
sorry.
You are.
No.
Yes, you are. Come on.
First they're scrapping, now they're screwing.
Yeah, I don't get that make-up sex thing. I can't have sex with somebody I'm mad at.
Oh, I don't know, I get it. Me and my ex, she'd start pressing my buttons and yelling at me, and then I'd start yelling, and damned if 10 minutes later we weren't all over each other.
Yeah, well, do you want a sandwich?
Sure.
Oh.
Take it off.
So on the day of the accident, did you have a lot of deliveries for your propane that day?
No more than always.
But you're on a pretty tight schedule, aren't you? Because you got a lot of stops to make, I understand.
Right.
And did it ever worry you taking a load like, a dangerous load like propane through some of these city neighborhoods?
I didn't break any laws.
Oh, no one said you were breaking any laws.
City says it's okay to truck it, it's okay. We're up to code for these streets.
You never worried you that somebody might miss a stop sign, or maybe some kid's chasing his dog or a ball into the street right in front of you?
I'm a good driver. I'm a professional driver, and propane is safe as milk as long as you know what you're doing.
Yeah, unless a pickup truck hits you, and then it's a bomb, isn't it?
Company lawyer says I don't have to talk about that till the inquest.
Okay, well, let's stick by that company lawyer then. Maybe you can confine your discussion with me to what happened after the accident. Is that all right?
Yeah. I was right over down here by the tracks and I could smell the propane, so I climbed out of the cab.
Okay.
You know, right away I can see that there's people up here. Christ, the only thing I'm thinking is I gotta get the hell out of there, so I start yelling at them, but they're all just standing there like they're watching TV. I mean, it was nuts.
And what about the minivan? Did you see anything happening over there? Anybody alive?
Just that guy that was trying to help the old lady. I remember seeing him.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Now, how you doing? Are you back to work, or what's happening there?
Nah, my back's still a little screwed up.
So when do you think you might start back with the propane company?
I thought I'd try driving something else for a while.
Oh, you did you? But propane's still a safe load to take through these neighborhoods.
Look, don't try and crucify me for this. The guy crossed the line and came straight at me.
Okay.
I remember getting into the van, and Herbert's driving, and he said something like, "Looks like the sun's coming out." Because he'd actually cross to the other sidewalk if it was sunny, or drive down a sunny road whenever possible. Thank you.
So you're going along the waterfront there, and he's driving just for me. And thank you. He's driving, and you're talking together. You listen to the radio.
I can't remember anything specific like that. The next thing that comes into my head is that man, Mr. Cray.
Right.
He's pulling me out of the van. He carried me up to the road. Then he went back to get my husband. You really ought to be talking to him. He'll do much better than I can do.
No, you're doing fine. Now, your husband's heart condition, what was that a concern?
Not as long as he was taking his medication. I'd say to him, "How are you going to enjoy your retirement if you're dead?" Now it's terrible to think I said that.
But did the heart attack occur while he was driving? Or was it after the accident? Okay, he sees the propane truck, okay? Now, it's barreling down on him, and it's maybe straddling that white line. He sees it. Is that when the attack occurred?
I can't say. It's gone. That day's gone.
John Cray. Look, I'm gonna sit here and I'm not gonna move until you talk to me. You understand?
I told you, leave me alone.
Look, I know you told me, but this is what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a sheriff gonna come by here if you don't deal with me, and he's gonna hand you an order to appear. Then you have to...
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, you don't even need me!
Casserole?
Where are we?
Food's just going on the table.
Hey, Leo. Yeah, anytime now.
Robert Walker, we got a warrant to search the premises.
What? Now?
Correct.
What's this?
Warrant.
Go to it, boys.
Can't this wait? We were just sitting down to eat.
Go ahead and eat before it gets cold. This could take a while.
Ah, Mr. Da Vinci.
Yes?
Donna Sanford. I represent the propane company.
Oh, yeah?
This list of witnesses: Art Hinkle, gas safety engineer; Sam Talbot, Vancouver City Health and Safety;
Right.
Gavin Bryant, fire commissioner; and, for God's sake, the president of Sunshine Gas and Propane.
Right.
Are you planning an inquest or plotting an inquisition?
Well, I'm investigating the circumstances involving Herbert Carlisle's death. Now, was or wasn't there one of your client's propane trucks involved in an accident with Mr. Carlisle's truck?
That's not the point.
Well, to answer the question, was or wasn't there?
There was.
Well, I'm mandated to ask questions about that accident, all the circumstances surrounding it, and that includes the explosion of a propane truck, right?
You're mandated to investigate the cause of Herbert Carlisle's death. According to the pathologist, neither the accident nor the explosion caused that death.
Pathologists can be wrong. It's my inquest. I decide what questions are to be asked, okay?
You've been out there threatening and intimidating witnesses to twist their testimony to suit your slant. We'll see what the judiciary has to say about this.
Bye-bye. Please make an appointment next time you wish to call.
Hi.
Hi, Ellen.
Your witness called. He wants a meeting.
Look, she was drinking, she left the Legion, and she was walking home. All right? I mean, for all I know, she had a friggin' heart attack and fell down the goddamn ravine.
Come on, Bob, please, let's be realistic. You know Elaine wasn't drinking alone, and she probably didn't leave the bar alone.
Yeah, well, not according to witnesses.
Yeah, all of whom were shit-faced. You have to consider the fact that Elaine was murdered by somebody in the bar, who probably left with her or followed her. The police think it's murder. What did they know that would make them think that
They
you
know
are...
I have the insurance, Melanie. That's all they know.
Yeah, well, most people have insurance, so that can't be the only reason that they suspect murder. They have to have some kind of information that they're not telling you.
Yeah, they're not telling me how she died.
Why not? Why aren't they telling you that?
How the hell should I know?
Well, it's important. I mean, if she didn't fall down into the ravine, then it wasn't an accident.
Melanie, leave it alone! All right? I don't need this from you right now, so leave it alone.
Shame on you for mistreating and hurting me all the time. The day is gonna come when you wish you had someone, but shame on you.
John Craig? Comic Da Vinci.
Take this back, I'm not testifying.
You know, when you pulled those people out of that wreck, sir, you started off something that you're gonna have to dig down now and find the courage to finish this off.
I'm sorry, I have none left. It got all used up.
So what do you propose? You're just gonna sit here and feel sorry for yourself? wonder what if maybe you'd taken another road, or if you'd taken 10 more minutes to get to where you were going that day. Well, you know what? The trouble you got is you didn't do any of that. This is the road you took.
And thanks for the pep talk. You're really turning me around.
You know, if you don't testify, I'm going to charge you. I'm going to charge you with contempt. Do you understand that?
Yeah, you said that.
Do you also understand that comes with a jail sentence? So you have a choice now. You can do 10 minutes in my court on the witness stand, or you can do 90 days in jail.
Go ahead.
Good. Next time one of these propane trucks blows up, and it blows up next to a school...
Stop. What you want is for me to be your circus freak.
Yeah, I guess you're right there, yeah. That's exactly what I do want. I want your face. Because these companies that are trucking the hazardous materials and the toxic crap and the propane through these neighborhoods, these companies are faceless.
So you want all of our inquests?
Yes, I want a complete record of all of our inquests for the last 3 years.
Okay, is that including the ones you were coroner's counsel for? Because you should already have those.
Well, yes, I have my notes, but I'd like to see the transcripts.
Okay, inquest transcripts.
Oh, I'd also like to look at any jury recommendations that resulted from those inquiries, and how and if they were implemented.
Jury recommendations, who did what? Okay, anything else?
Yes, our coroner reports on the investigations we've undertaken.
Okay, that's 30,000 investigations. So, I don't know, maybe you'd just like to start with the jury recommendations because there's only 2,000 of those.
Yes, right. Good. Well, as soon as possible then, please.
Okay, as soon as humanly possible.
I see this propane inquiry is gathering steam.
Yeah,
And it seems that Dominic enjoys stirring the pot.
occasionally.
Yes, well, I'm a great believer in bad press being better than none at all, but do let me know if he plans on burning down the house.
You bet.
So what we get on the search?
Absolutely nothing. He got rid of that hammer 2 minutes after he killed her, and we're never going to find it.
Labakane tailed him, and on his lunch break, our suspect went to a travel agency, booked himself a single one-way ticket to the island of Jamaica.
He's gonna jump.
Yep.
All right, approach the girlfriend. Let her know she's being dumped.
Okay.
Miss Stone, Detective Shannon.
If you want to speak to me, you'll have to do it with my lawyer present.
Okay, I just want you to know that your boyfriend is a suspect in his wife's murder.
I know that.
Now, we have reason to be concerned for your safety.
I don't believe he did it.
Well, we think he did.
Well, when you have proof of that, let me know.
Did you know he bought a one-way ticket to Jamaica?
I'm sorry?
Bob is going to Jamaica. We were wondering if you're going to go with him, or you're going to meet him there later, or... Melanie, I think it's really important that you come downtown with me and have a talk with my sergeant. Okay. Good. Car's just over here. Want me to carry that for you?
No, sir.
Look, Mr. Cray, I can put you in custody and hold you there until the inquest. I have that authority.
Then I guess you better do it, because I haven't changed my mind.
Okay.
A case like this, Melanie, is a process of elimination. Now, what we have is motive, which is Bob's affair with you.
That was an affair. It wasn't serious.
Well, apparently Bob took it very seriously. I mean, he told you that he wanted to marry you. That's what you said in your original statement.
Yeah, but that was, you know, what every guy says trying to get you into bed.
He has $1 million insurance policy on his wife. And he's getting a big payday now that she's been found. A double payday if it proves to be death by non-natural causes. And believe me, it wasn't natural.
He also had opportunity. His alibi had no witness to support it.
The long and the short of it is, Melanie, we need to get Bob before he collects the insurance payout and leaves the country.
I don't know exactly what it is that you want me to do.
We need your help to get a conviction. And the best way to do that is to get a confession out of him.
If I help you with this, you can protect me?
Yes.
I'm gonna need some time to think about it.
What's the matter?
startled me.
Why are you so quiet?
I had a long day. Please let go of my arm.
What, are you scared of me?
No?
You think I killed her,
No, the police think you did.
but you believe them.
No, I believe you.
Yes, I performed the autopsy on Herbert Albert Carlyle. He had cuts on his head from the impact, but they were post-mortem. After conducting an internal autopsy, I concluded that Mr. Carlyle died of acute myocardial infarction that occurred prior to crashing into the propane truck. It was clear from autopsy that this man's heart was on borrowed time.
He died of a heart attack.
Yes.
And the propane truck had nothing to do with it?
No.
At this time, Mr. Coroner, I request an adjournment of this inquest while I seek a judicial review before the Supreme Court. In my opinion, this inquest has fulfilled the requirements of the Coroner's Act.
In my office.
The coroner's mandate had been fulfilled. Your job is to determine the cause of death.
My job is to also prevent death.
You're telling me this inquest is going to prevent other heart attacks?
There are other factors here.
Not in the eyes of the law.
We don't know if that propane truck coming down towards that driver isn't what scared the hell out of him.
Please.
Well, they scared the hell out of me.
Save the rhetoric. Cause of death has been determined.
You know, it seems crystal clear to me that your company, your client there, if they didn't think these propane trucks were a danger, they wouldn't have sent a high-priced lawyer like you down here to deal with it. And let me tell you something else, okay? This is my domain. You're not downtown. You're in my backyard right now.
The inquest is over. I'm off to Supreme Court for a judicial review.
The inquest is over when I say it's over, and it's not over until I hear from every witness that I want to hear from. And we're hearing from Mr. Cray, and he's the first witness this afternoon.
So you won't adjourn?
No. Good luck.
Just hang here for a second. I'll tell him.
Detective, there's someone here to see you.
I guess that I was acting a little nervous, and he picked up on it because he asked me if I believed you guys, that he killed his wife.
What time last night did this conversation take place?
I don't know, midnight around there. I got into bed, and a few minutes later, he lay down beside me, and he said that he had something to tell me.
What exactly did he say?
He said that he had something awful to confess, and that he hoped that I would understand what happened and could find it in my heart to forgive him. I said yes, naturally. I mean, I didn't want a hammer in my head.
Excuse me, why would you say that?
What?
I didn't want a hammer in my head.
That's what he killed her with, wasn't it?
When he told you what happened, what exactly did he say?
Okay. Well, he said that he waited for her until about 1 a.m., and then he walked down to the Legion. And when he was about halfway down the block, he saw her come out with these two guys, and they walked around to the parking lot to smoke a joint. They started to head back inside, but he called out to her, so she waited for him, and the other two went back inside.
So she knew these two guys?
Yeah, but he said that he'd seen her with one of them before. He was kind of a good-looking guy, younger, and he knew that Elaine had a crush on him.
Okay, what happened next?
Okay, so he tells her to come home with him right there and then, and she tells him to go to hell, that she can have a drink or smoke a joint with whoever the hell she wants to, and that she knew that he was screwing me at the time, and she had a right, so, you know, go piss up a rope.
Okay.
Okay, so she goes back inside the bar and he goes home alone. Oh, no, sorry, before that, he had called a cab to get his car jumped, and when the cab didn't show, then he decided to walk it. And When he went back home, the cab showed up, so he got his jump and went back down to the Legion and waited for her. When she came out, she walked towards the overpass, and he drove alongside her and tried to get her back into the car. That's when he hit her.
Did he say what he hit her with?
A hammer that he kept under his seat.
Okay. Did he say anything else? Like maybe he knew the names of the two guys?
No? Why would you need their names?
Well, everything you've told us up until now is all very important, but unfortunately Bob is just going to deny it, and we'll be right back where we started.
Well, you mean my testimony that he confessed isn't going to be enough?
No. We're going to need some direct evidence.
Unless we had the hammer, that might help. Did he say what he did with it?
He threw it over the railway overpass.
Good. Over the railway overpass near the Legion there.
Yeah, I guess.
Right. Well, if we find the hammer, I think we got him.
I don't think I should go home.
We'll arrange some accommodation for you. In the meantime, I'm going to get a crime prosecutor in here and get an official statement from you.
I think I got the weapon here.
I'm just talking to the wire room right now. Yeah, was there anything on the wiretap last night that we should know about? Okay, thanks. Not a thing.
Mr. Gray, I want to thank you for coming today.
I didn't have any choice.
And would you tell the jury why you're in handcuffs?
I didn't want to testify.
And why is that? Well, I think it's because you told me that you didn't want to be thought of or looked upon as some kind of a freak, and you were concerned that people were going to stare at you. Is that so?
It's not that people look at me. It's that they don't look at me. I don't even look at myself anymore.
Now, would you begin by telling the jury, who are seated over here, what happened on the day of the accident?
I was driving down by the railroad tracks, taking a shortcut home, and there was this propane truck off the side of the road, and this minivan near it smashed up with smoke coming out of its engine.
And what did you do?
The propane driver seemed pretty confused, but okay. And I figured there was propane in his truck, so I yelled for him to move down the road. Then I heard what I thought was a scream coming from the minivan. So I went over, and there was this man with gray hair and woman still inside.
That would be Mr. Herbert Carlisle and his wife Gladys.
Yeah, they were pinned in the front seat.
And Mr. Carlisle, was he still alive at this point?
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
Okay, so what happened then?
Well, there was a lot of smoke in the van. I couldn't open the driver's door to get the man out, Mr. Carlisle. So I went around the passenger side to see if I could get his wife out.
And you were doing this all on your own?
Yeah?
Okay.
People stopped up on the road. I yelled for help. I guess nobody heard me.
And did you ever get the passenger door open, Mr. Craig?
Yeah, I pulled the woman out, laid her on the grass on the side of the road. Then I went back to see if I could get the man out. But he was wedged in there pretty good.
And did you know at this point that there was a train coming at you from up the track?
I didn't see that. It wouldn't have mattered anyways.
And why's that?
Because I was determined to get Mr. Carlisle out. Pulled on him as hard as I could. I couldn't get him loose.
Okay, and after that, what's the next thing you remember?
Fire. I was running away to get away from it, but I couldn't. Because it was me that was on fire. Finally, someone threw me down on the ground. And I was writhing around. And there was a screaming in my ears. Felt my own fat on fire.
Is there anything else that you would like to add? To tell the jury about at this point?
No.
All right, Mr. Cray, I would ask you at this point, please, if you would remove the mask. Mr. Cray. Thank you very much.
Can I go now?
Of course. The witness is released. Would the sheriff please see that the witness gets his handcuffs removed?
Did you find it?
Oh, yeah, they found it.
What are they doing here?
They're homicide detectives.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we've had your house wired for a week, Melanie.
Oh, yeah?
Bob never told you he killed his wife.
And he didn't tell you about the hammer, and he never told you where it was thrown.
I'm arresting you for the murder of Elaine Walker.
Stand up, put your hands behind your back, please.
It is my duty to inform you that you have the right to retain and instruct counsel without delay. You may call any lawyer you want. A legal aid duty lawyer is available to provide legal advice to you without charge and can explain the legal aid plan to you.
Perhaps you should exercise a little more caution in your relationships.
Oh, shit. Hello, Mr. Cray? It's Dominic Da Vinci, Mr. Cray. Could you just not hang up? Please don't hang up, okay? Just can I have 1 second of your precious time? Okay? 1 second. Hello. I just wanted to phone and really thank you for coming to court today, and I realized I was a little rough on you, and I just wanted to apologize for that and tell you. I think you heard that. Sorry about that.
That's all right. Suzanne Riley.
Hi. Oh,
I'm here for Gabriella's lesson.
of course, you're the piano teacher. Yeah, Gabriella. She's right in there.
Hi. Hi.
Suzanne Riley is here.
Okay, I've got all of this, but I'm totally stuck where it gets all like